Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. The sister says, my father put money into an investment account when I was born. I'm not really sure how this operates and if it involves interest, but I want to use this money to study Islam as I don't have enough money now. If it contains interest, can I use it to pay for the course and then later on give the interest back to charity? So I think it's important first and foremost to find out how the money was invested. And if it was invested in a halal way, in halal companies, then whatever profit is made from that, then that's fine for you to keep. And you can utilize it however you like. If there was any riba, meaning interest that was accumulated through that profit, then the interest, the riba, can never be utilized, can never be benefited from. It needs to be disposed of immediately. This is a filthy type of wealth, and you must not benefit, you must not borrow from it, use it now and then pay it back later. This is a haram income completely. Just as stolen money, you would never use that. You are not allowed or permitted to utilize it. Similarly, riba, interest, is not something you're allowed to utilize or benefit from, even for a short time. So this is the second thing, whether you need to find out whether this money, whether it was sitting in a particular bank account or an accumulated riba, that needs to be disposed of. And then the investment that was there and it was halal for you, you can utilize that, inshallah ta'ala. If, secondly, the money that was invested in something haram, then you're not permitted, and it's in your name, then you're not permitted to use any of it at all, in any way, shape or form. Okay? This is if it was what? Put in your name, you had ownership and you took ownership of it later, then, and it was in haram, you can't benefit from it at all. There's a third scenario I want to make clear, inshallah ta'ala, because these are all potential scenarios, this wasn't mentioned in the question, that your father invested in something, he intended maybe to give it to you later, okay, but everything was in his name, he invested in it, he done it, and then he took, it's still essentially he has ownership of it, but he intends to give to you, but he has ownership of it. And then at a particular point in time, he decides to give that to you, you are permitted to accept that. Why? Because يختلف الحكم باختلاف اليد, which translates as what? That the ruling changes when it changes hands. That you are not responsible for what was earned, how it was earned. It wasn't stolen, okay? So the moment it transfers ownership from him to you, you can accept it. I mean, your whole life, you was accepting money from your father, he was helping you. You didn't ask him where he came from. So therefore, you can accept it, inshallah ta'ala. If it was in his name and then he gave it to you, you can accept that, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is best.